Hi there guys and welcome to Dinos Vault once again. Today I'm checking out the Royal Enfield 500 Classic. So let's start out by pointing out the differences between the 500 Classic and the 350 Classic, because both of them look alike when you park them side by side. So the most apparent difference, of course, is the engine. The 500 comes with a 499cc engine that puts out a maximum power of 27.2 bhp at 5250 rpm and a maximum torque of 41.3 newton meters at 4000 rpm, whereas the Classic 350 comes with a 346cc engine that puts out a maximum power of 19.8 bhp at 5250 rpm and a maximum torque of 28 newton meters at 4000 rpm. Talking about the ignition system, the 500 comes with a digital electronic ignition, whereas the 350 comes with transistorized coil ignition. The 500 comes with fuel injection on board, whereas the 350 comes with a carburetor unit. Talking about other noteworthy differences, when compared to the 350, the length of the 500 is down by 40 mm. Overall height of the bike is up by 10 mm. Weight is up by 3 kgs, and the wheelbase is shorter by 10 mm. Now, coming to the differences between the Classic 500 and the Desert Storm 500, because both of them share the same engines and the power figures are same, almost everything seems to be the same, but there are some noteworthy differences that you might be interested to know. So first of all, when it comes to the Desert Storm, comparing it to the 500, the wheelbase is longer by 10 mm of the Desert Storm compared to the 500. Length is up by 40 mm, width is up by 10 mm, overall height is down by 10 mm, and weight is down by 3 kgs. The fuel tank capacity too is up by 1 liter, and the Desert Storm comes with 14.5 liter tank, I suppose. And we'll stop with the differences right here. We'll talk about the bike in focus now. The 500 Classic. The bike has the classic Royal Enfield look, which is an ageless and immortal design in my personal opinion, because it still looks so classy after being around for decades. Of course, the fit and finish has improved vastly, and the technology has evolved as well. The round headlamp with those pilot lamps looks nice and imposing. The profile looks, the profile look gives it a typical vintage war vehicle look, and that, I guess, is what makes it special. At the back, the tail lamp is pretty basically laid out, but again, the old is gold formula just seems to connect with you magically here. And this is an eternal design. It is so pure that I guess it will hold true even a few decades from now. Now, talking about my test ride experience, the Classic 500 comes with fuel injection, and the engine is very refined, and just the feeling that you get when you ride the Royal Enfield is so freaking royal and awesome, because people keep staring at you as if you belong to a totally different race. And even the thump and the exhaust note is so addictive and so awesome and so powerful that you can tell that there's a bullet in the neighborhood just by the sound of it. Even the tires now are better. You get MRF zappers, you get a 120 section rear tire, which translates into better road grip. I have ridden the old Bullet, the model that was around more than a decade and a half ago, but then riding the Classic 500 seemed to me that it was much more easier to ride. Taking U-turns was easier, and riding around the city is easier. The bike just doesn't run out of steam, and one thing I realized is that this blast from the past can be best enjoyed only on the highways, where you just thump your way across these empty stretches of roads, leaving everything behind. And this is undoubtedly can be termed as the king of the road, at least when it comes to two wheels. Now, before I conclude, I'll give you some noteworthy specs, as I always do, of the Classic 500. The ground clearance is 135 mm. The fuel tank capacity is 13.5 liters, and you get 35 mm front forks, as well as twin gas charged shock absorbers at the rear. So, and you get, talking about the braking power on board, you get 280 mm front disc and a 153 mm rear drum brake. You have 3 colors to choose from: Classic Tan, Classic Black and Classic Silver. Price ex-showroom Hyderabad is 1,63,402 rupees. I'm going to conclude this review by saying what I usually say in my Royal Enfield reviews, that times may change and generations may come and go, but the legend of the Royal Enfield will live on forever. So that's pretty much it. I just hope you found this video useful. Until next time, this is Dino saying ciao, take care and God bless.